Good afternoon, everyone. I'm coming to you on this dreary November day from Acadia National Park, very close to my hometown of Bar Harbor, Maine. The last time I tried filming outside like this, there was so much wind on the camera mic that the episode was absolutely unlistenable in the end. And today I might want just a little bit of that to manage your expectations. For the last 3 episodes of this series, I aimed to really step up my filmmaking game, and frankly, the end products were far too successful and high quality for my comfort zone. Soon enough, people are going to expect me to put out good content consistently, and I just can't deal with that. So today I'm going for more of my signature style, low effort, preachy, and vaguely unpleasant throughout. You can let me know how I did in the comments. Actually, maybe appropriately, today I'm going to be talking about failure and giving up. Let's roll the intro. Hey there. Hope you're doing well. If you're just joining me now, my name is Ethan. This is the 12th episode of Plan B, a show about music and life that I'm putting out each week on a year off from my big tech day job. I always strive to be pretty honest and open with you on this show, and that's why I have to tell you that today I am pretty frustrated because the past 3 weeks have totally derailed me. October was a great month for me. I had a wonderful 27th birthday party that I celebrated with a bunch of friends, got to go hiking a little bit, and was practicing my piano, guitar, and singing skills a lot. Things were really looking up, and I was excited for this month when I'd finally get my act together and put out some new original music. November started out awesome too. My music practice and performance habits were still going great, and for the first time in 3 years, I wrote some new lyrics, planned out every section of a new song, and geared up for production and recording. I was feeling on top of the world. Nothing could bring me down. And then I got sick. I woke up on Saturday, November 4th, feeling awful. At first I thought it was just a bad hangover because the previous night had been a lot, but then I tried to talk and realized I had no voice. Quickly things got worse and worse until I had full-blown laryngitis. Over the next week, I had to cancel just about all of my plans. A voice lesson, a trip to see a friend in Vermont, even a date with someone I'd really liked.
Like, no joke, this is what it sounds like when I try to talk.
Not good stuff. For the better part of the next 2 weeks, I was out of commission with a severe cold. I couldn't sing or do my basic vocal warm-ups, I couldn't exercise, I couldn't even enjoy the last of the good weather in Boston. In fact, I barely left the house at all and spent most of my time either sleeping or making videos. As a self-employed young adult in a lonely city already struggling with some abandonment issues, I don't really see anyone unless I make it happen, and the isolation was not great. Something I've learned over time is that when you're going through a crisis, oftentimes the worst feelings don't come when you're right in the middle of it, but rather right after it ends. When you really can't control your fate, it can be easiest to just let things happen. There's nothing really to do but ride the storm out. After some time, though, things pass and you become your own responsibility again, which is terrifying. You might have done the best that you could in the situation, but now you've fallen off hard, you're exhausted, and you're the only one who can fix things. This uncomfortable place is where I found myself last week as I hopped on a plane to New York City to see some friends and relatives. I was out of shape, my voice sounded horrible, and I was falling behind on all of my projects. I began to doubt this whole year's purpose. Who did I think I was going on this quixotic mission to fashion a sustainable creative career for myself? So much effort each week, so much research, so much struggle, all to keep screaming into the void while I couldn't even stay healthy. Whatever I do, the earth coldly spins onward, unfeeling, unaware, indifferent. What's the point of setting myself up for this failure every time? Maybe I should just give up. For a long time, I thought that people persevered through hardships largely through their support systems. It was in this very low moment last week that something came to me. I realized I designed this theory just to give myself excuses to quit. Now, I want to be clear here. I am not fishing for sympathy, but I am generally a lonely person. Many factors contribute to this. Early family tragedies, growing up in a rather asocial household far away from relatives, and my own cold behavior towards others after being hurt in the past. I've felt alone most of my life, I feel pretty alone now, and I may always feel lonely. If the world's best support system is the only way I can keep aiming for my goals, then I may as well just throw in the towel now. I can't possibly keep up. There are 2 problems with this, though. Firstly, I do have many caring friends and relatives whom I love very much and who do root for me consistently. None of their support is guaranteed to anyone, and I'm grateful for any and all of it. Secondly, I'm nothing special. There are a lot of people lonelier than me that get bigger things done than I do all the time. The hard truth that eventually came to me on this plane to New York is that I'd been dodging my own responsibility to myself. It's not other people's duty to make sure that I have the will to go on every day. I'm an adult. I could give up any time. I could stop filming this video mid-sentence right. Had you going there for a sec, didn't I? The point is, some people might be sad to stop seeing uploads from me, but pretty quickly they'd get over it. The only person really losing out if I gave up would be me, because I made myself a promise to give this year all of the energy I could muster. Really, every experience in my life has led me up to this point. I'm financially sound, I'm healthy again, and I'm slowly putting the pieces back together every time they fall apart, including now. If I want to give up on all of this by next September, I can. That's the point of the whole project. But if I give up at any point before a year has passed while I still have the power to create, I'll never know how it would have been if I'd kept trying. For most of my life, I've needed someone else to expect something from me if I ever wanted to get it done. I've struggled mightily with finding intrinsic motivation in the past. I think that now, though, I've finally found a personal definition for it. It kept me going through that flight to New York, through my days there and now back here in Maine, and it's been buoying my spirits ever since it came to me. It is, in a word, curiosity. It's the need to know the answer to that most fundamental question of all: what if? As long as I think I can keep trying to find the answer to that question, then I'll try to be here for you each week. As I slowly get my singing voice back, I'll keep working on that original song. It'll be delayed, but it will come out, and I can't wait to share it with all of you. And meanwhile, I wish you the strength to find your own intrinsic motivation and answer all of your own personal what-ifs. Because in the end, our compassion for others and ourselves can only begin within us. If you want to see more from me and maybe hear that song when it finally does come out, please subscribe or follow this channel depending on where you're watching, and don't forget to leave a comment if you'd like me to talk about something in a future video. Thanks for watching, be well, and see you again soon. And that's a wrap. My goodness, this was hard to film. Okay.